Even though Friedrich Nietzsche died long before AI was a thing and ChatGPT even came into existence, his disturbing warning about artificial intelligence is enough to leave you speechless. Nietzsche's predictions about modern science and technology are quite opinionated, if you ask us. But not a lot of people know that the man was way ahead of his time with his philosophy. So what exactly did Nietzsche say about futuristic technology that has left everyone speechless? Let's find out. Artificial intelligence is honestly a modern world thing. Friedrich Nietzsche didn't survive long enough to get a hold of prompting the AI bots, but all we know is that he would have hated it. ChatGPT launched back in November 2022, hasn't even celebrated its first anniversary yet, and the world has already torn into two sides, deciding whether AI is fruitful for us or not. The German philosopher has written several articles expressing his resentment towards this scientific advancement. The scary part is that his thoughts perfectly satisfy the growing concern surrounding ChatGPT in the modern world. One of Nietzsche's less talked about works, The Genealogy of Morals, discusses the subject of ascetic life. Well, we are not going to brief the entire book, of course, but a part of it might catch your attention. Nietzsche clearly despised people's ideas and beliefs surrounding Christianity. In the same work, Nietzsche mentions how the development of science and technology will one day shift the focus away from Christianity. Nietzsche's perspective is a little ironic if you ask us. On one hand, the man is famous for quoting "God is dead," and on the other, he emphasizes how a world full of scientifically progressive thoughts could banish Christianity altogether. It is still debatable whether Nietzsche's controversial opinions are applicable in the modern world or not. Here we are talking about his love and hate relationship with science. For example, the revelations made in cosmology, the discovery of the Milky Way galaxy, and the identification of a dozen Earth-like planets diminish the individual worth of man. You must have read how man was considered the center of the universe, right? Adam and Eve giving birth to Christianity? Doesn't it ring any bells? So, what is the deal? If you haven't figured it out yet, Nietzsche was an atheist. He believed in the superiority of a man to be on a pedestal. As we have already discussed, Nietzsche believed humanity to be the center of the universe, and man was caught off guard when cosmology advanced. Copernicus and Hubble soon prove him wrong. Nietzsche still firmly resented science, which only meant discovering what is beyond us, not what's within us. So is it safe to conclude science to be a modern-day nihilism? A lot of you must be wondering how the development of science devalued the power of mankind. Well, you see, just like we once believed ourselves to be the center of the universe, and Adam and Eve being the universal mom and dad, Christianity initially despised the idea of the presence of any other higher element than humans. No wonder Copernicus got all that hate just for claiming the Earth was round. Once we discovered that we weren't the center of the universe, Earth is just a little peck on the universe, and life may exist beyond us. Philosophers like Nietzsche were baffled. It can't get that bad, right? Well, it has. They thought we have got to be the first species at least. But then Charles Darwin barged in, proving everything wrong. The philosophers believed that the modern man would be left with biased thoughts and rationalized thinking capabilities. Nietzsche boldly stated that a life where nothing belonging to a human is original and is rather influenced externally isn't worth living. If this isn't nihilism, then what is? The final threat to human value has arrived with the introduction of ChatGPT. During a time when Nietzsche existed, nobody would have even thought that an AI could generate human-like responses on its own. Did they? Nietzsche clearly stated that the last aspect of originality, which is our language, will soon be replaced by science in modern times. Guess who wasn't wrong? Developers have proven him right yet again, after discovering a human-like responsive AI. Although ChatGPT can only generate Shakespeare-like responses after it has been installed with Shakespearean data arrays, it can still do it on its own. Today, man is neither the center of the universe, rather a tiny peck, nor is the first species, nor has original thoughts. After the introduction of artificial intelligence, the only individualism we had, a human-like tone, can also be replicated. Scientists believe that in a few years we won't even be able to differentiate if an email sent to us is written by a human or a bot. This is why scientists fear Nietzsche's idea of nihilism existing due to science must turn out to be true.